G'day guys, and welcome back to war number 5 of season 25. We're up against an alliance called Old Driver. I don't think we've ever fought them before, but they're a Chinese-based alliance, I believe. They usually finish around Plat 1 or like Low Master, so we had a pretty tough war today. 7 fights in total. And we're not bringing Mega Red, we're bringing Dr. Doom instead. For the first 3 fights, and then we have Warlock as well for 3 fights, and then Red Hulk for the Hazard Shift mini. So first we have an Annihilus, starting off on part 3 of course, who has Mystic Ward and Heavy Handed, so it's a pretty straightforward Doom fight. We've fought Annihilus before here with Doom. Fortunately, my spacing for his special one wasn't great. I ended up eating a few special ones in this fight, but you know, we've got a rank 3 Doom who's such a tank. I considered... this was actually the fight that convinced me to bring Doom instead of a Mega Red. I think I could have used a Mega Red for this fight. I did do a couple of duels against Annihilus using a Mega Red, and it went okay by sidestepping and then parrying his light attack, but I had more success with Doom, and I'm way more comfortable using Doom against Annihilus, so I went with him instead. So one more combo I think finishes him off, yep. Yeah, really straightforward Doom fight. We didn't lose that much health even though we ate 2 special ones. And next up we have a Mixmaster Korg. So if you've seen my war videos in the past, you know we exclusively take this guy with a Mega Red. And it's such a joke of a fight for a Mega Red, but Doom is not far behind a Mega Red being like a really good option for this fight. And we also had the White Magneto pre-fight guidance boost active, which was just an added bonus. Obviously, Doom won't take any damage back from Korg's Rock Shield since all of his attacks deal energy damage. But he can still shrug off his parry stuns, so having this pre-fight on helped just prevent that. But you can see the passive stun actually pushes us back further than what a normal stun would. So we wanted to start our combos with a light attack to benefit, so we could, you know, to play around Mixmaster. But we weren't actually able to start our combos with a light attack since it just whiffed. We were too far away for our first light to land. We had to start with a medium, so we're just stuck with medium, light, medium combos. So it is quite a slow fight, especially when compared to using a Mega Red here. But it's really safe, really safe. There's almost no risk. Doom is a really safe option for this fight, especially with the guidance boost. Unfortunately, I've just mistimed. Well, I didn't mistime, but I went for a full Doom combo after the special 3, and obviously that isn't that great for Mixmaster since it involves a lot of repeated actions. So we did get clipped a bit there, but we didn't lose too much health. I probably threw that special 2 too early since he had some rock shield still, so some of our incinerates got shrugged off. But it did a decent amount of damage. And he's going down pretty quickly. Again, not as quick as a Mega Red, but I think it was a rank 3 Korg. But yeah, he went down pretty quickly. And that was our section 1. So we'd done 47 fights, given up the 3 deaths, so not the best. But they'd actually died 3 times already themselves. They'd only done 7 fights. So they had a really shaky start. So we had to just keep on, you know, maintaining this really strong lead that we'd gotten heading into section 2. So now we've got a Professor X on the EMP mod node. We fought this guy last war with Corvus, and it didn't go according to plan because I forgot about Burden of Might, but Burden of Might won't be too much of an issue in this fight. Really, none of the nodes are that tricky. It's mainly, the main problem is just having to deal with Professor X's abilities, mainly, you know, his falter and then his mind control. And since Doom is fully shock immune, he's fully immune to all of the potential EMP mod damage that we would be receiving, which is nice. And this is our last Doom fight for the war, so we didn't have to worry too much about conserving health, but we still had to play it relatively safe, because his specials can hit pretty hard if you're not careful. Obviously, I mean, one special one probably wouldn't have killed us, because since it's Doom, but you know, still had to be safe. So now we've got the Shitness Thorns fight, and we've got a Heimdall here. Now, I was actually considering using Doom for this fight, because I reckon he could have done this quicker than Warlock, and it would have meant we could save some Warlock health, but because it only places a bleed on you when they have an armor up. So if we kept on top of our staggers, I reckon Doom could have done this fight, just if we'd prevented his armor ups from triggering. But I decided just to play it safe and go with Warlock, since Warlock's obviously fully bleed immune, and we wouldn't take that much damage from this fight, I don't think. We just got to be careful of his True Strike that he gets from his special 1, which means he can potentially auto block us, but one special 2 almost gets him down, and he's obviously draining power from our infection. And yeah, really simple fight for Warlock. And then next we have a Wasp. It's a rank 2 Wasp, so really tiny, not even 100,000 health. So actually, I'm pretty sure they did have max limber, so I did test at the start with the first parry. They did have max limber, so just going to be parry having this whole fight pretty much, and baiting the special 1. Very, very simple fight. We can go for 4 combos here since her evade's on cooldown. And yeah, really, really easy fight. Warlock is just such a machine against champions that can drain power from willpower healing. Now next, this was a really fun fight. So this is an Immortal Hulk. I don't believe I've fought an Immortal Hulk in war before. So he's on the strike, counter, power, and buffet shared fight. Now we're pretty much just going to ignore strike, counter, power in this fight because we don't need to use our special attacks at all. The main goal is to, well, the main goal is to not eat a combo like that, but the main goal is to stay on top of our infections to prevent the buffet healing, as well as to prevent his healing when he gets to 0 health. So we're pretty much just gonna be parry having the whole fight and let the bleeds do the work, as well as the degen. And you can see he's stacking up the gamma charges. He has 31 right now. And what happens is when he goes to 0 health, he uses that stored gamma and then regens that. But you'll see something interesting happens when we get there. So you see we hit him a few times, he's down to 34 gamma. I should have kept hitting him into block or something to consume all that gamma, because at this point he consumes all the gamma to try and regen. Obviously he's infected so he doesn't regen. But then he goes immortal again and completely unblockable. So we had to deal with another phase of unblockable, but it wasn't a big deal. It was just like an extra 8 seconds of the fight. But I'm pretty sure Warlock is the best option for that fight overall. So at the end of section 2, we died a few more times, and they had a lot of catching up to do fights-wise. But they died 6 times in 56 fights, which is quite a lot for tier 1. We were actually really surprised by that. And they ended up dying a lot after we had fully cleared. I think we had an Elsa placed in our BG, and they died 15 times to her because they didn't bring a mutant. So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. So now we've just got another Hazard Ship Dragon Man. I'm really comfortable with this fight, and I think I'm really thankful for this fight today in particular that I had that experience, because this could have gone very badly. I ate that combo since I was trying to play really open to bait a special, but I was just too late in blocking. Thankfully, he throws at the special too, and it's not a great start. We get backed into the corner, which is not something you want to have. It's not something you want to be against Dragon Man. You don't want to get backed into the corner. Now we're just eating like random hits. He's at a special 2 with the power charge, and I'm really, really concerned. But thankfully, he throws at special 2. We're able to immediately counter it to get ourselves off the wall. Luckily, he throws at special 1, which is perfect timing since that consumes his power charge as it came back. And then we just want to throw that special 3 to get us off the wall. So with that could have gone really badly. I didn't pop an invuln boost. I probably I don't know. Sometimes if I'm feeling it, if I'm feeling really down on the war, I might pop an invuln boost, but usually I don't need to. But it can depend on how passive he is, and fortunately he was just aggressive enough that we didn't need to have an invuln boost. But yeah, Rock got through the fight. He's such a tank. Didn't lose too much health in the end. And we won the war. This is our first tier 1 war, and we won. So it was a really positive step for us. It wasn't the strongest tier 1 opponent that we've faced, but yeah, it was really a good, really good confidence boost. They died to us 47 times, which is unheard of in tier 1. You know, usually you can expect, you know, sub 15 deaths from most alliances, but yeah, really, really happy with the result today. So yeah, we increased our war rating. We're almost at 2600 now, so we're starting to. I think we're going to expect to match some of the big boys soon. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice challenge, and hopefully, you know, we can at least put up a good fight and maybe, you know, win a couple wars. And we're in master bracket right now, which is really nice. I don't expect to stay there for the rest of the season, but who knows? If we keep putting in performances like that, we can definitely. It's definitely within our reach. So yeah, looking forward to more really exciting wars in the future. But anyway, that's it for me today. I'll see you in the next one.